In 1971, something changed. Something most people never noticed. Something that wasn't announced with fireworks or press conferences. But it was the moment, the exact moment, when the game was rewritten.
The strength of a nation's currency is based on the strength of that nation's economy. And the American economy is by far the strongest in the world.
Before that day, a single income could buy a house, a car, and put 2 kids through college. After that day, the middle class began to die, and nobody told you. You were told to study hard, get a degree, work for 40 years, save 10% of your income, and someday you'd be free. But somewhere along the way, you looked up and realized the finish line keeps moving. This isn't an accident. This is by design. Let me tell you about a man named Richard. Richard did everything right. He graduated from a state university in 1998 with a degree in accounting. He landed a job at a respectable firm, making $42,000 a year. By 2008, he was making $62,000. Today, in 2026, he makes $78,000. On paper, Richard is winning. But Richard has a secret he doesn't tell anyone at dinner parties. He's one emergency away from bankruptcy. His savings account has $1,200 in it. He has $34,000 in student loans from a degree he got 20 years ago. His rent just went up 18%, and every time he walks into a grocery store, he leaves wondering why a cart of food now costs $187. Richard isn't poor. Richard is the middle class, and the middle class is being hunted. Here's the part nobody explains to you. Money isn't just currency. Money is a language, and most people were never taught how to speak it. You were taught how to earn it, but not how it works. You were taught that $50,000 a year in 1995 meant the same thing as $50,000 a year in 2025. But it doesn't. It never did. In 1995, the median home price in America was $134,000. Today, it's over $420,000. But wages? Wages barely doubled. So where did the difference go? It didn't disappear. It was taken. Not by a thief in a mask, but by something far more sophisticated, something invisible, something that operates in broad daylight while everyone watches. It's called inflation. But that's not the whole story. In 1913, the United States handed control of its money to a group of private banks. They called it the Federal Reserve. And they gave it a power that sounds boring on the surface, but is actually the most dangerous power in the world. The power to create money out of nothing. When the government needs money, it doesn't tax you first. It borrows. And when nobody wants to lend anymore, the Federal Reserve presses a button and creates billions, sometimes trillions, of new dollars. In 2020 alone, 40% of all US dollars in existence were created in 1 year. Think about that. If you had $10,000 in your savings account in January 2020, by January 2021, the purchasing power of that money had silently dropped. You still saw $10,000, but what that $10,000 could buy had shrunk. This is the heist. And you weren't robbed at gunpoint. You were robbed while you slept. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When new money is created, it doesn't reach everyone at the same time. It enters the economy at the top. Banks, corporations, asset holders. They get the new money when it still has the old purchasing power. By the time it trickles down to you, if it ever does, prices have already risen. Your salary hasn't. and the gap between what things cost and what you earn widens. Economists have a fancy name for this, the Cantillon Effect. Understand it. The rich get the new money first. You get the inflation later. This isn't a conspiracy theory. This is how the system is built, and it's been running this way for over 100 years. There are two games being played in America right now. Most people are playing Game A. They don't even know Game B exists. Game A is the one you were taught in school. Trade time for money. Work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. Get a paycheck. Pay taxes. Pay bills. Save whatever's left. Hope that by age 65, you have enough to stop. Game A players believe wealth comes from working harder. But here's the cruel truth. You cannot out-earn a system designed to devalue what you earn. If inflation is 5% and your raise is 3%, you got a 2% pay cut, and you thanked them for the raise. Game A is rigged. Not because employers are evil, but because the money itself is programmed to lose value faster than most salaries can grow. Now, Game B. Game B players don't ask, how can I earn more money? They ask a different question entirely. How can I own things that money flows to? Game B is about owning assets. An asset is something that puts money in your pocket while you sleep. A liability is something that takes money out. Your house? If you're living in it and paying a mortgage, it's a liability. The bank owns it. You're just the tenant who repairs the roof. Your car? Liability. It loses 20% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. But a rental property that generates $2,000 a month in cash flow? That's an asset. A digital product that sells while you're on vacation? Asset. A small percentage of a business you don't operate? Asset. The average millionaire in America has 7 different sources of income. Not 7 jobs, 7 streams. Most of them don't show up on a W-2. This is the secret that was never taught in school. Because schools weren't designed to teach wealth. They were designed to teach employment. The modern school system was invented during the Industrial Revolution. It was designed to produce factory workers, obedient, punctual, able to follow instructions. It was not designed to produce independent thinkers who understand compound interest, tax strategy, or asset allocation. And it certainly wasn't designed to teach you about Game B. But even if you know all of this, most people still won't act. Because the cage isn't just economic. It's psychological. We live in the age of manufactured desire. Every time you open your phone, someone is telling you what you should want. A new car, a bigger apartment, a $300 dinner, a watch that costs more than a semester of college, and the most dangerous part? You can have it all with a monthly payment. Credit cards. Buy now, pay later. Car loans stretched over 84 months. Student loans that follow you like a shadow. The system doesn't just devalue your money, it convinces you to pledge your future money, your future time, for things you don't need today. And the moment you sign that dotted line, you become an employee of your past decisions. This is the psychology of broke. It's not about intelligence. Some of the smartest people I know are broke. It's about a set of beliefs installed by a system that benefits from your financial confusion. Belief number 1. I'll start saving when I make more. But more never comes. Because lifestyle inflation eats every raise. Belief number 2. I need to take risks to get rich. No. You need to take calculated, informed, asymmetric risks. There's a difference. Betting your rent money on crypto is gambling. Buying an index fund every month for 20 years is strategy. Belief number 3, and this is the most dangerous. Money isn't that important. People who say this usually have never been truly broke. They've never had to choose between medicine and groceries. They've never stared at a $400 unexpected bill and felt their chest tighten. Money isn't everything. But in a world where money controls access to health, housing, education, and time, pretending it doesn't matter is a luxury only the privileged can afford. The truth is, money is a tool, and like any tool, it can build or destroy. The question isn't whether money matters. The question is, are you using it, or is it using you? So where do we go from here? If the game is rigged, is there any point in playing? Yes, but you have to change which game you're playing. Step 1. Financial autopsy. Before you can build, you have to see what's broken. For 1 month, track every dollar. Not in your head, on paper. Every coffee, every subscription you forgot about, every impulse buy. You'll be shocked at how much leaks out through tiny holes. Step 2. The emergency fortress. Before you invest a single dollar, build a cash reserve. Not in a savings account earning 0.5%, in a high-yield account or money market fund. 6 months of expenses, minimum. This isn't investment money. This is I can think clearly money, because when you're one paycheck from disaster, every decision is driven by fear, and fear makes terrible financial decisions. Step 3. The tax advantage. The U.S. tax code has over 70,000 pages, and here's what nobody tells you. Most of those pages aren't about how to take more money from you. They're about how to legally keep more if you know where to look. A W-2 employee has almost no tax advantages, but a business owner, even a small one, can deduct expenses, contribute to SEP IRAs, and access strategies employees never see. This doesn't mean quit your job tomorrow. It means start something on the side, a service, a product, content, consulting, something that generates income and gives you tax advantages. Step 4. Own, don't just consume. Every time you're about to buy something that depreciates, pause. Ask, is this making me richer or poorer? That 800 phone? Poorer. The same 800 invested in an S&P 500 index fund left alone for 30 years? Historically, around 12,000. The difference between broke and wealthy isn't income. It's the gap between what you earn and what you spend, and what you do with that gap. Step 5. Build once, sell twice. The wealthiest people in the world don't trade time for money. They build systems. A book written once sells forever. A course recorded once educates thousands. Software coded once serves millions. A rental property bought once pays for decades. This is leverage, and leverage is how you escape the time for money trap. Step 6. Patience. Wealth isn't built in a year. It's built in decades. The average age of a first-time millionaire in America? 49. Not 22. Not 25. 49. Social media lies to you. It shows the exception and calls it the rule. But real wealth is boring. It's automatic transfers, index funds, reinvested dividends, saying no to things your friends buy. It's not sexy until one day it is. In 1971, the rules changed. But most people kept playing by the old ones. They still are. They still believe that hard work alone is enough, that saving is enough, that showing up every day for 40 years is enough. It's not. Not because they failed, but because the game changed, and nobody sent the memo. But here's the thing about cages. They're only cages if you don't see the bars. Now you see them, and once you see them, you can't unsee them. You have a choice. Keep playing game A, keep running on the wheel, keep wondering why the finish line keeps moving, or learn the rules of game B. Start small. Start today. Start with one decision that your future self will thank you for. The system isn't going to change for you. It doesn't need to. It's working exactly as designed. But you can change. And that change starts with a single question. Are you working for money, or is money working for you?
If this made you think, subscribe. Not for me,
For the version of you who's still trapped in the cage and needs to hear this.